Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
Well, hello again, everybody. Chad from the world famous to a few of us, beardhops.com. Back to do another Friday morning beer review for you.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
I thought about this one today. Probably not the best idea that I'm doing a beer review on a day that I'm supposed to go to the dentist in just a few hours. But whatever. This is an educational show, so we'll see what happens. You get no credit for this, by the way. This is for your own education. Don't use this advice anywhere. Don't use what you learn here anywhere. Does that make any sense at all? No. How about we just drink a beer? I got Badger State Brewing Buzzy Badger Coffee Ale today. Oh yeah, it did focus a little bit. It's a beautiful can. Brown, orange, yellow, whites. Very, very pretty. This is actually submitted to a beer fest. Not sure when it is, but it's coming up. So hopefully they do well. Badger State Brewing is right here in my, for now, home city of Green Bay, Wisconsin, as we'll be moving here before too long, relocating to the Milwaukee area. Badger State Brewing is a really cool place. I've been there many, many times. They've got an awesome tap room. I'll tell you a little bit about that. The can reads, "A delicious day for us gets going with a hot cup of Joe and winds down with a cold drink of beer. We've captured the flavor and aromas of both beverages here by steeping fine roasted coffee beans in the ale as it brews. Here's mud in your eye." Okay. Our forward series of limited run experimental beers honors the optimistic attitude and creative spirit found in Wisconsin and captured in the state's motto. Prost. Let's crack this thing open and see what kind of coffee beer we have here. Right to the top. All right. There was little to no head on this. It is coffee brownish in color. It is somewhat translucent. It's hard to see. I am going to show you a little bit of, I'll show you a light test on this one just because it does change in color a little bit. It is a dark beer, but so you can kind of see that brownish color come through. Looks a little red with the white light behind it, but it is there, there we go. Now we're cooking with some LED lighting. You can see the brown color. I have checked this one into Untappd before, but wasn't really a super fair check-in. Now we do check in all the beers that we taste when we're doing flights of beers, but it's not a in-depth taste. Being a coffee ale, it's just a perfect candidate for a Friday morning beer review. So let's get this thing snifted and tasted. It essentially just smells like coffee and chocolate. I think that there's toffee and vanilla there as well. It definitely has a sweet coffee smell. Let's taste away. That's really interesting. It totally changes as it passes through your mouth. It coats your mouth initially with the sweetness of chocolate and vanilla. It's kind of a mocha chocolate flavor because of the coffee nature of this beer. And then as it washes down, it's all coffee in the finish. All cold coffee, which I don't mind. I'm not a huge cold coffee fan, but I am a coffee drinker. I eat at least 2 cups a day. Every day. So as a coffee drinker, this one I think has fantastic flavor. It's really, really good. This is a 6% ABV beer, 20 IBU rating. Easy to drink. Coffee, vanilla, toffee, and mocha is the description on the can. I can taste all those. It's very, very well described on the can. Kind of a flat coated can. It's not a sticker. It is a printed can with a flat, non-glossy finish to it. Very cool. I like this can. They have pretty good distributorship in Wisconsin, I think. You get outside of Wisconsin, I don't think you see this stuff very much. If anybody is interested in any of these beers that we have here in Wisconsin, get in touch with me and I'm happy to trade beers with you. Stuff that we can't get in Wisconsin and stuff that you can't get outside of Wisconsin. Let's trade. I'm happy to do that. I would actually love to set up a little bit of a trade network. Those of you that listen to us that are out in the state of Wisconsin. Badger State Brewing started in 2013. As I said, they're in Green Bay. They're actually pretty much right next door to Lambeau Field. Maybe a block or two over. They're in the Lambeau Field district. They started with an idea back in 2012. Guys named Mike, Andrew, and Sam basically turned their hobby into a brewery, which has become the traditional story, I guess. BadgerStateBrewing.com. You can read all about it. The tap room is a really cool place. It's large, got high ceilings. It's metal. Got a really cool piece of artwork on the wall behind the bar. Bar is very industrial looking. It's corrugated metal around the base, and it's got a nice finish on the top. Super cool place. They also have a beer garden. It's dog friendly. Outdoor picnic tables. Got a couple of old tanks that are sitting out there. Lit up. My sleeve got caught on my desk. Lit up at night so you can sit out there. It's a super cool place to be in the summertime. We got 10,000 square feet of brewing space, 15-barrel brewing system. Awesome place. They do feature other Wisconsin beers on tap there. If you're around, go check it out. It's an awesome tap room. love how the flavor changes from sweet vanilla, chocolate, mocha up front, and then it washes down. It's just coffee. It's so good. Replacing your morning coffee with a coffee beer, that gives one burp up. No, I don't think I could actually give up coffee for drinking beer every morning. Oh, that sounds like a great idea. It's not something I'm going to do on a daily basis, but I'll do it on Fridays for sure. The rest of the world, Untapped, there are 2,467 total check-ins, 1,830 unique check-ins. As I said, I did check this in one time last summer as a part of a flight. I gave it a 3.5. I'm actually going to step that up just a little bit. This is a initial rating for me, a 3.75. It's absolutely delicious. I know that when I had this in the flight, it was an evening. We were there in June or July. It was hot out. I don't have a season to my beers, but I do understand that when you're sitting outside and it's hot and you're drinking something that's coffee flavored, it may not give you the best experience in drinking said beer. That being said, I do love, I like stouts and the darker beers all times of the year. I do like drinking stouts after dark in the summertime. But after dark on a hot evening in the summertime drinking a coffee ale, I gave it a 3.5, which is really good. But having it in the morning now and understanding the flavors and the profile of this beer better now because of doing what we do with this podcast, it's an easy no-brainer 3.75. I don't think I'll be able to get it to a 4 because it's just not a beer that's knocks your socks off or anything. But 3.75, fantastic, excellent beer. Really, really like it. All right, just to balance out I didn't give the rating, did I? Untapped, with all those ratings, 4.09 average. If we jump over to Beer Advocate, only 10 ratings. Only 10 people have checked this in on Beer Advocate. 4.17. People do love this beer, and I do too. My rating system's a little bit harsher, I guess. I don't put a beer up in that 4 category unless it's something truly exceptional. Maybe a little bit harder to get, limited release. That stuff does come into play for me. I don't put a whole lot of weight on limited release beers. I drank one yesterday that was a limited release, and I gave it a 3.75. So that kind of comes into play, but not really. It's kind of a superficial thing that it's just in the back of my mind when I rate beers. But excellent beer, 3.75 is where this is going to go down initially. If you want to find out what I rate this beer at the end, go to Untapped. Find me there. I'm Cadillac907. If you enjoyed this Friday morning beer review, which, you know what? I love Friday morning beer reviews. We're actually going to change things up a little bit going forward. We're going to have to do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday release, and each day is going to have a theme. Some fun stuff coming up. So keep checking us out. We do the full-length podcast once a week where we get much more in-depth on the beer that we're drinking and reviewing. We talk more about the brewery. We might throw in some beer news if there's something exciting happening out there. We may start playing video games and reviewing beer too. That might be coming soon. So wait for that. We'll have some fun doing that. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you on the next episode of the Beer Hops podcast or the special series coming up. Just wait for it. That's not what it's called. It's not called Just Wait For It. You wait for it. We're doing it. You wait for it. Trust me. It's going to be good. You'll like it, I think. I don't know. Maybe. But you'll like it. Have a good one, everybody. Have a great weekend. Enjoy it. Hope you have some sunshine. I'm heading to Florida this weekend for a show next week, so I'm going to be in the sunshine. It's going to be awesome. I'm just rambling on and on and on. How about I just stop and say cheers and drink some more beer? Ladies and gentlemen, Badger State Brewing, awesome job. Coffee ale, excellent. Later, dudes and dudettes. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.